let's have a quick revision of what we have done till now. So till now we have created some of the sprites for the Tetris game. We created two variables named as variable token and variable voltage. Then we created a group named as I, in which we added all those variable sprites which we created. Then we have saved those sprites, and then we have set the animation to it. Then we created two variables, variable token and variable rotate. We made those variables come into these codes. How? By that, if the default value of those tokens was 0. So if the value was 0, which was the default value, then I.set animation means the first Tetris block is going to move, and we added the function move. Still we have defined the function move, but we haven't added anything in it so far. We will be adding in it later. First we will be creating the whole game, then we shall be adding the function, because that will actually take time, and we'll try finishing our game first, then we'll add the function move. I know the game is incomplete without the function move, still we are focusing here much better. So here we are doing that, we have added function now, and if I is actually touching the group which we created, I, then token is equal to 1. We are assigning the new value to the variable which is 1, and its velocity we are making 0. So what if the token is equal to 1? Then its velocity is equal to 1, and function move is going to get implemented here. Then if it is this I, now the next group. If I is, well, no, it's not like that, it's O. Now if O is touching I, then token is equal to 2. Then we are assigning a new value to it, which is 2. And its velocity y is equal to 0. So what if the token is equal to 2? Then its velocity y is actually equal to 1, and then move. Okay, the function as according to it. And if t is touching I, then its token is going to be changed to a new value which is t. And let's see what have we added to that value. Token is equal to 3. Okay, so let's start. Let's continue. So here we were. So we can actually copy this and we will paste. So now if token is equal to 4, if token is equal to 4, then what's going to happen? If token is equal to 4, then we were doing, if token is equal to 4, then z, velocity of z is going to be 1, and if z is touching the group, then token is equal to 5. So now again we are going to copy it. So we did 4, 5. Now let's do, if the token is actually equal to 5, then what's going to happen? Then here we did for z, that z dot velocity, I don't know what's happening here, sorry. So then z dot is touching, then this sort of stuff is going to happen. Now if the token is equal to 5, then we are changing it to j. Alright, then we are copying it, and token is equal to 6 then. Now let's do for token number 6. if token is equal to 6, then L dot velocity y is equal to 1 and do all the required changes like I am doing. Then token is equal to 7. Alright. Then let's do the changes here. Let's build up the function move. So here in function move, what are we doing? We are making all the velocities x of every sprite as 0. So here we are going to copy and paste it. Well, here we need to do that when token is equal to 6, then the token is equal to 0. So then what you have to do is right now, you have to copy this scale part, just copy it, and then you have to paste it here. Remove this line which we have put it. Then just make it indentation correctly. Alright, so instead of scale, here you have to write dot velocity x is equal to 0. So the same thing we can copy and put it all there. I hope you are getting what I am doing. Instead of writing each of these so many times, we can simply copy paste it. Alright, then now we are writing that if one if statement, if key went up is equal to up, then what's going to happen? Then now before writing any further statement, I would like to have a talk with you that you remember that we have created one variable named as rotate. Do you remember? Yes, we have created one variable rotate. So now it's time to implement that variable in our code. So if event is equal to up, when it's running, the game is running, then if the event is actually up, then what's going to happen? Then the particular sprite is going to change. It's going to get changed. It's going to get rotated. So then rotate is equal to rotate plus 90. Understood? Now for 1 minute, well, then some issue is showing here. What issue is showing? This. Okay, so that was we may have by mistake implemented. So here we are. So now we're putting one more if statement that if then we will put one more and one more, click plus else. That is what I wanted to get implemented here. So if token is equal to 0, if token is equal to 0, then what's going to happen? Then it's I dot rotation. Now why are we doing I dot rotation? We are doing I dot rotation here because if you remember, we all were doing this if token is equal to 0. So here I is getting So that is why if I is equal to 0, if its moving is 0, then I dot rotation is equal to rotate. It's equal to rotate. Understood? Next, what are we expected to do? Next, we are doing else if the same thing. If token is equal to 1, if token is equal to 1 now, then which was the next? We will paste this first. Then let's check what was the next one for 1. Then it's O. It's of O. So we are going to write here O dot rotation is equal to rotate. Alright. So same here, we will actually now go to show block again. And let's do it. So how many more we need to? You can see the number of tokens. It's 6. So okay, so 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Next. Now we can again simply copy this one, or even we can copy this full. We can copy this full and paste it over. Now if token is equal to 2, then we can have a check. 2, then it's T. Alright. So then T is going to have a rotation. If we press, what if we press? If we press up. Okay. So same thing we copy. We are going to copy it again for rotation number 3. Even we can do it for the rest. It's easier for us to save our time. Okay. So now here we are for third. So if it's equal to 3, we can let's check what is there for 3. S. Now let's check what is there for 4. It's Z. Wait, we didn't mistake. Now for 4 it's Z. Now for 5, what is it? We can check the letter. For 5, it is J. And for 6, it is L. Now here there is no need for one more else statement, so we can remove it. Well, when we go to show blocks, here's something we need to do. So these all if the statement we need to keep it inside. Okay. And then we are going to click here on one more plus. Alright, so now we are writing. So now the same thing, now let's do for if event is, so if E down is down, if E down is equal to down, then what's going to happen? Then we can actually make it the same thing. This is a statement. But just a second, I mean the codes are very large. Yeah. So now we will do the required changes. So what are we doing right now? So here in if it's t down, then if t is equal to 0, then I dot velocity y is equal to 5. Now same for here O dot velocity y is equal to 5. Now for t dot velocity y is equal to 5. Now for s dot velocity y is equal to 5. Now for 4, 5, 6 also. Z dot velocity y is equal to 5. J dot velocity y is equal to 5. And what was that one? L. So L dot velocity y is equal to 5. So now it's time for, we can go to show test. We'll copy this entire thing and paste it. And if now p down is equal to right, then if token is equal to 0, then if I dot velocity x is going to change. Here x is going to change. So here all the changes you need to do is of x. Okay, so this is done. Now we will again go to show blur and do for left. So here we will take one more plus. Okay, done. Now the same thing which we are going to copy the same thing here. And we'll paste it here. Now if p down is equal to left, then everything is going to be negative. Why? Because if you know left and right, it's its position. Now remove this else statement. Well, so if I go to show blur and scroll little up, so there's an error here. Okay, so here the spelling is coming. It should be this always. I think this is small. So right now you can scroll down. Yes. So with this we have made our Tetris game. So we can see this game has been made. We can see our Tetris game is successfully made. If you are having any doubts or any questions, then of course you can let me know. Thanks.